This is from The Athletic. NBA power rankings and grades for the first and second quarters of the NBA season. So they go with the Thunder 1, the Cavs 2, and the Rockets 3. Cavs offensive ranking 121.1, tops in the league. Defensive ranking 111.8, 10th. First quarter grade A, second quarter grade A. And you kind of alluded to it, that 111.8, in January, they're in the bottom five, bottom six of the league. They're over their defense ranking was 118.9, which is near the bottom of the league, and that's kind of why Kenny Atkinson had the message that he did. But again, we're nitpicking because I mean, Cavs fans were freaking out over a 3-game losing streak, and because they hadn't lost 3 in a row, and then they go out and they play good defense and snap it.
Yeah, look, this is the dog days of the season. Kenny Atkinson said he felt like posting a picture of a dog on the calendar because it's truly the way it is across the NBA. It wasn't just the Cavs. You look at most contenders seem to be struggle in January. Boston surely has. They're about 500 this month. Uh, Oklahoma City lost a home game to Dallas. They're 0-3 against the Mavericks. So if any fan base should be burning down the city, it's probably the Thunder because they can't beat the Mavericks, who eliminated them from the playoffs. So this is typical. Meanwhile, the Portland Trailblazers had won 4 in a row, and had a great defensive rating. And this is a team that's going to be playing the lottery. So this is not uncommon in the NBA historically for the true contenders to not necessarily play their best in January. And Kenny Atkinson talked about that and talked about how he wants the team after the All-Star break to really hit another gear. So, this is not after the All-Star break. This is the dog days leading up to the All-Star break. And they know the areas that they need to get better in, and what caused that slide. Look, they did lose 3 straight, but by a total of 8 points, and those games could have gone either way. So there's not a great level of concern among the team, the coaching staff, and the players. Obviously, there is the fans, because you take every game as if it's the last game. But there's for the players, coaches, and the organization, there's another game the next night, and if not the next night, 2 nights later, and you don't have time to focus on, what happened last night. You just have to focus on trying to get better at the things you need to work on, and they did that against Detroit.